High winds are affecting thousands of people around the inland northwest. We have crews tracking the damage across the area, plus the latest updates about power outages across the region.
We saw some extremely strong winds today, gusting up to 55 miles per hour. And as they start to ease up tonight, I'll just show you how cold it's going to be in the coming days.
The election is 3 weeks away. Many of you have already received your ballots, and several of you have asked, how often are those ballot drop boxes emptied before November 3rd? Tonight we verify.
Branches damaged cars and knocked out power to thousands of people all across the inland northwest tonight.
We have crews tracking the storm from right here in the studio and out in the field tonight to bring you the latest on those strong winds and when they'll finally start to die down. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 11. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Hello everyone, I'm Regina On. Let's get right into a live look at the power outages that Avista is reporting. Right now, more than 4,000 Avista customers are without power. So for more information about the high winds, power outages, you can text the word power to 509-448-2000 and we'll send you a link directly to your phone.
All right, let's check in now with meteorologist Thomas Patrick here in the studio tonight. Thomas, when can we expect these winds to die down?
Yeah, we're starting to put the brakes on just a little bit, but it's still quite breezy outside. Our latest observation, 25-mile-per-hour winds, but that's at least an improvement from the 53-mile-per-hour winds that we reported earlier this afternoon. I think that's about where the wind speeds will be for tonight, 20 to 25 miles per hour, and then more so 15 to 24 tomorrow. So it does stay breezy for the next 24 hours or so. I mentioned 53-mile-per-hour wind gusts, the strongest wind speed recorded out at Spokane International Airport. A lot of wind speeds in the 40s throughout today as well, and I would not be surprised if there was somewhere in between those observation points that were perhaps even stronger than that. We noticed a few afternoon showers in North Idaho, a couple rumbles of thunder along with it, but all that activity has swept off to the east quite quickly this evening, so it will be clear out there for tonight. No precipitation worries whatsoever. So tomorrow, definitely no rain in our forecast. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, but the winds will still, at least in part, be with us, just way below any kind of damaging thresholds. It'll just be quite cold, especially for the morning hours as we wake up in the 40s with still those strong winds. So the wind chills will be in the 30s for tonight, but the raw temperatures will be in the 30s and even 20s in the days to come. So I'll show you just when Spokane is expecting our first frost of the season coming up.
That happened quickly. Thomas, thank you very much. Following damages across the region now, the Quincy School District in Grant County shared these photos of Ancient Lakes Elementary School. The wind ripped the roof right off their gym. Look at that. According to the district, it was due to a series of microbursts that caused, quote, extensive structural damage. The good news here, no injuries have been reported.
And then a fallen tree in Spokane Valley is blocking the lanes on East 3rd Avenue just east of Florida Street. One tree is down and a large branch from another tree is blocking the road. Please use caution when driving on 3rd Avenue.
Meantime, down in Pullman, winds of up to 60 miles per hour hammered the community tonight. Avista crews were also busy there dealing with down lines and outages. Our crews got this video of a tree that fell on top of a car. Thankfully, no injuries reported there either.
We heard something go boom and she saw it crash, and so we came running out of the kitchen and look outside and she's like, look at the Jeep, and I'm like, I can't see the Jeep.
Well, a South Hill homeowner was shocked when she came out to see that an entire tree fell on her Jeep tonight. It happened on 11th and Perry. No injuries were reported there.
We want to get to our crews in the field now, and we'll start with an uprooted tree in Spokane Valley. It is blocking the entrance to the Somerset Meadows apartments.
So Brandon Jones is live there right now. And Brandon, what is the latest and what do you see out there?
Yeah, check this out right here. This is the kind of inconvenience that's been happening all across the region. Trees are down because of those strong winds. I just got back from Pullman not too long ago. Winds knocked over trees and landed on cars and interrupted households and everything. And this tree right here is blocking an entire entrance for an apartment complex. Once I got out here, I spoke with a man who told me he lives in the complex. He told me his wife's car got a little bit of damage but avoided anything too massive. He was able to move his car out of the way. But the main thing really from this entire situation is just how inconvenient it is. Look at the roots. We're pointing at the roots of this tree right now. You can tell there's pretty much no kind of foundation, no type of stability, and that's why it was easily knocked over, just completely, pushed out of the way. And the thing is, they don't really know when this is going to be completely chopped up. They got a couple of limbs here and there removed, but for the most part, it's just kind of just sitting and relaxing in the middle of the street. And the man who I spoke with, he told me that they're hoping it'll be chopped up and removed by the morning time. But again, they really can't have any answers. There's also this little building right here. He told me that this isn't the first time it's been damaged, and this is just kind of one of the awnings that protect the cars, and you can park underneath it. This is about the third or fourth time it's actually been damaged here at the complex. So just another inconvenience that they have to deal with, and thankfully the winds have slowed down across the region. Mark, Regina.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. And thankfully, no one hurt there either.
Absolutely.
All right, we know storms come and go this time of year in Spokane. The director of operations at Avista says they spent the last couple of days preparing for potential outages.
So here are a few resources to help you get through these power outages. So if you lose power, you can report it to Avista on myavista.com and use the outage map on the Avista app or call its customer service. Avista customers can also see the estimated power restoration times on that map. You can also text the word power for a breakdown of all the outages in the area.
With major events, we would like to see your photos. Here are a few viewer photos that were sent to us today of some of the damage around the inland Northwest. So we'd like to see your weather-related photos or just pictures of what's happening near you. Send them our way using the Near Me section of the KREM 2 app. All you have to do is upload your photos by clicking on Share with Us, and you might see them right here on TV. Just download the KREM 2 app in your phone's App Store.
Definitely a big thank you to our viewers there. So let's get right into your night's top headlines. A man is in the hospital tonight after allegedly stabbing himself during a fight with a motorist in Spokane Valley.
Yeah, Spokane County deputies responded to a report of a man on a bicycle blocking traffic in the middle of Pine Road. A caller initially said a man was pounding on the door of Broadway Elementary School, and another reported a disorderly man was fighting in a street. And yet another caller said a disorderly man stabbed himself. Well, when deputies got to the scene, they say that man was bleeding and he was taken to the hospital with what are described as non-life-threatening injuries. That second man involved was found. So far, though, no arrests have been made.
Today, Governor Jay Inslee announced that 5 counties in central and eastern Washington will be able to move into phase 2 this week. Yakima, Benton, Franklin, Douglas, and Chelan counties will move into phase 2. They're the last counties still in phase 1 or a modified phase 1 of the state's reopening plan.
All right, still ahead here on KREM 2 News at 11 tonight. Election day just 3 weeks away, and many of you have already received your ballot here in Spokane County. Several of you asked how often are those ballot boxes emptied before November 3rd. We'll verify after the break.